explain a few things. Because it would appear to me that I'm misunderstood somehow. I don't know what some people think that I'm doing on here, but this Prison Break Raw speaks for itself. That's exactly what it is. It's all about breaking free from that prison system. Using raw, uncut, uncensored, no holds barred, no sugarcoating, no politically correct, all up in your face, slapping you with a dick of reality type of content. I bring entertaining stories. I clown a lot of this content that I see in social media because it's just stupid and weird. Give you a little bit about my story. Talk a little bit about celebrities and notable people and the law and all that stuff. There's no like real one topic that's going on this channel. It's all over the place. But the general gist of this is I'm trying to shut down the system by changing the way you think. Because I gotta tell you, first off, let me apologize. Again, this time let me apologize for being a part of the problem. For this generation that's out there right now. This millennial and Generation Y group. Because I gotta tell you, it goes a little something like this. When we took the mantle in the prison system, Generation X, we fucked the system all up, man. I mean, you had all these cats that had no business whatsoever running a yard. We learned a bunch of game and a bunch of knowledge and how to carry yourself and how to conduct yourself and how to have respect and show respect for others through the convicts that came out of the 70s and the 80s. By the time they were up in their 40s and 50s, they just chilled out, went on cruise control, and basically said, you guys take this, you got this now. Keep doing what you're doing, keep the business moving like that. But that didn't happen. Because you had a lot of these cats that came into the system, they were all methed out. That methamphetamine jacked everything up, man. It's one of the biggest contributing factors to why the system got all fucked up from like 96 to 98 all the way through the 2000s. Everybody coming in there spagacked on that meth. You know what I mean? All jacked up. And it was a thing. A lot of the older gente in there was telling homies, you can't mess with that meth. You get find out you messing with that meth, it's gonna be your ass, man. You're gonna get boo-bopped. Just like that. Because the meth makes you stupid, man. Makes you talk too much. Makes you do stupid shit. Look at what you're seeing right now with a lot of these cats. Methed out, man. They may be in recovery, but that shit done a lot of damage to their thinking. And it sets a bad example for these next generations. And plus, we didn't do shit because we didn't care. We set up the system to fail. We set up the system to self-destruct. The SNY boom happened on our watch. We don't have nobody to blame but ourselves for that one. And I'm speaking on behalf of myself. You could disagree or you can agree. I don't care. It don't matter. I was there. I know what it was. I watched these crash dummies take control of a yard and just go straight sick one, aggressive, get all tyrant, whacking people over losing a wheela, or letting homies get all caught up in a drug debt, going higher and higher and higher. It should have been that you ain't allowed to use dope at all. But because a lot of these cats that were running the yard were using dope, they knew that if they made that rule, they couldn't use it. Dope fiends. Not gangsters. Dope fiends were running the show. The real gangster was very few and far between. The one that was all about that money, that was all about maintaining the movement and the program and the cause, were very few and far between. How do I know this? Look at it now. How many people basically went off to the SNY yard? And I'm not going to get on here and knock the SNY yard. You're not going to get that out of me. Because basically, I'm not a dropout or anything like that. I didn't get banged off no yard. I didn't get stabbed. I didn't get whacked. I didn't get nothing. I didn't wreck my career. I stayed active GP to the very last drop of my time. All through the feds. And I got homies that know me that know this is true. All through the state, all to the feds. But I'm out here in these streets right now. I'm all about the streets. I went through hell on my last term. On the other end of a phone, listening to my mom slowly die as the cancer was eating her entire body, eating her spine, eating her brain, her lungs, her bones, slowly deteriorating until she didn't even recognize my voice anymore. And before she went, she told me, stay out of prison, change your life. And I did that. And I put my life in risk for doing that. I didn't get all up out of the way and tell everybody I'm done. I basically just did me. I was all about positive programming. If a homie needed me or something like that, I'd be there for him. But I wasn't trying to get up all in the politics. I wasn't trying to get all up in the dope, going around wheeling and dealing and scheming all over the yard. I was done with all that shit. I was already up into my 40s by this time. I did everything I could to beat the system mentally. And I beat the system mentally. Because that system dropped me on the streets of Oklahoma City with nothing, man. $38 and some shower shoes on my feet. Straight naked and afraid, dropped on an island. And I got my hustle on, and I got out that situation. I got out that halfway house, got my own apartment with no help from nobody. I didn't have all my brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles, mom and dad, Aunt Ethel and Uncle Wendell, and some no self-esteem having broad I met off of Plenty of Fish. I didn't have none of that. All I had was me and myself. And I got myself out of that. Because I got game and I'm strong mentally. Got my own apartment, then got my own house. Now I'm looking at a career right now, looking at making over $40K a year to start. That's where I'm at. And that's where I'm trying to tell you to get at. And when you come up in my feed and you asking me, well, how come you talking shit about this person? You don't want to drop their name or this and this and that. Why I got to drop anybody's name? Even if I was to drop a name right now, if I was to drop a name, fuck are they going to do about it? You come down here and beat me up? You going to come down here and get with the gunplay and shoot me? Ain't none of these cats on any kind of organization time whatsoever, man. Ain't none of them on no kind of time. All these dudes are glamorizing this shit. They're just trying to sell you some timeshares to the first institution down the road. And I'm debunking that shit, breaking that shit down, clowning that shit, and exposing it for what it is. A bunch of pumped up, regurgitated war stories that I've been hearing all over the years. Why would I want to stoop to that level with you? And why would I want to give them all kinds of glory by throwing their name out there? The only time I'm ever going to throw somebody's name out there is if you take shots on me first. You put my name in your mouth, it's all bad for you. Because I'm a fucking beast. And I get my clown on, as you could see. But I'm all about righting the wrongs. I want to see you get out and make it. I want to help make you a beast to survive in this thing called life. Most people nowadays are weird, man. They got no kind of emotions, emotional intelligence, no kind of cognitions. And they let everybody else do their thinking for them. I'm trying to teach you to be an individual, to break free from that prison, that incarcerated state of mind. And I'm doing it in all kinds of different ways to catch your attention. When it comes to all that other shit, the way I look at it like this, if you think I'm speaking on this person or that person, if it don't apply, let it fly. And if it's resonating something in your mind and you think I'm talking about this person or that person, then something must not be sitting right with you. Some kind of red flag is going off. That should tell you right there you're listening to some bogus content. Come on over here and learn this positive growth. Get up into this, man. Break free from all that shit. Become a beast. It can happen for you. It's easy, man. Like I said, the system is designed to stir up trauma, division, and confusion and destruction. That's what it's designed to do. I'm not trying to push you back into that. I'm trying to make you break out of that. So to me, it doesn't matter. Active GP, inactive SNY don't mean nothing to me because I'm in the streets. And if I give a shout out to somebody who's on there, I'm a prison abolitionist and prison reformer. I work with all kinds of people. The only people that I'm not going to work with is I ain't working with no diaper snipers, no seat sniffers, no tree jumpers, none of that shit. No weirdo cannibals or cross-dressing mass murderers. I'm not with all that. That needs to be dealt with in the Department of Mental Health. Somebody that's qualified to deal with those kind of people. I'm not dealing with them. But the SNY boom occurred on our watch, Generation X's watch. We set the fuse to that by making it too hard on people. Looking for every reason to whack somebody or blast somebody or bang them off the yard or get rid of them. Now what you got is a bunch of disgruntled employees. It's like a picket line out there. Something's going to have to change, man. The system's going to have to get fixed. Because now they're getting ready to integrate the yards. And they're going to do that. What are you going to do about it? The only thing that you can do about it is stay out the system. Get all about the game, man. The game's, it's over, dog. It's over, man. Ain't nothing left anymore. You can't make it. You can't make it in the crime game no more. You got cameras everywhere. You got rats all over the place. It's over with. We can do some strong social change by advocating for change, by protesting, by standing up, by asserting our point. We want to take back our streets. I'm tired of being a recruiter for the system. I'm like a fucking cow herd, herding the cattle off to the next institution with that shit. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not working for them. I feel like my name is Deputy No Badge by teaching all these youngsters with all this bullshit to go back in the system. I ain't with all that. So it's all about getting into the real deal, escape plan, and prison break. And we're going to do it with raw content. We're going to keep coming. And with that one right here, I want to end with this. Now, I know that you told me not to pay no attention to these trolls, but sometimes you just got to blast on them, especially when they get as disrespectful and out of line that some of them do. But we're going to go ahead and do this one right here. So here it is. So we're going to get into this Roll the Troll of the Week award. And the Troll of the Week goes to William Ainsworth. Damn, man. Hey, this fool's all up in my feed, doing a drive-by shooting on countless situations. Straight busting caps, talking about calling me all kind of bitches and punks and calling me out my name and doing all this shit. So he caught my attention. He caught my attention with as much activity as he was doing on my feed. So I looked him up. I went to his YouTube channel. I'm thinking I'm going to see some big badass killer with the way he was talking. But what I saw shocked me. I clicked on one of his videos and I had to start laughing. I mean, this cat is dumb as a box of rocks, man. Straight up, my mama told me to fetch her a rabbit. Burnt the fuck out, man. Straight institutionalized all the way up out the game. Look, check this out, homie. Don't come at me with your bullshit. Take your ass back up into the system. Don't let the fucking door hit you where the good Lord split you. Because you ain't at my level. You ain't nowhere at my skill level or nothing. Talking about, what's up, my peeps? Today on William Ainsworth, we're going to be exposing game, dropping names, and learning Swahili on our nature walks. Get out of here with that shit, dog. Hey, get out of that shit, homie. Because your game is boo-boo. Your game is all the way boo-boo, man. You're boring as a motherfucker. You burn all out. You look like you got hit in the head one time too many. You look like you got one brain cell swimming around in an empty pool up there in your head. I don't know what you thought you was doing. Why you were coming at me talking all that. You talk high-power shit, talking about you a convict and all that shit, homie. Convicts don't do all that like that, homes. Come correct next time, man. Stick to your burpees, your nature walks, and your tree trimming. Don't come at me, because I'm a big dick daddy in this right here. I will roast you all the way down. I will roast you like a weenie at a picnic, man. I will flush you like a toilet. You ain't at my level. You ain't at my skill. You ain't nowhere near me, man. So if you want to get humiliated in the future, I will put your ass on medication, man. You will be depressed and beat all the way down. You won't ever want to come on YouTube again. Don't mess with the big dog. It's grown folk business. You want to come at me with that positive change? Come at me with that positive change. Let's talk about it. Let's stir these youngsters in the right direction, away from going to prison. But you sending them back, man. You might as well put a badge on your chest. You just as bad as the system. Out there in the park talking about beating up COs. And getting on there complaining about somebody else's YouTube channel, saying how they exposing game and talking all high-powered shit. You doing the same thing. It ain't even about that, homie. You ain't in the system no more. Pump the brakes a little bit, man. Relax a little. Loosen up a little. You out in the world now. Miss all of us with that game, dog, because you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing, and you messing with the wrong dude, man. I will shut you down. Shut you all the way down. You win the Troll of the Week award. Congratulations. Troll of the Week. That's what you are. I can't believe you would stoop to such a level, and I was going to fuck with you in the future, too. But I ain't fucking with you now, because you're a weirdo, man. You're weird, dude. You're just weird, man. Stay up off my feed, man. Abracadabra, poof, be gone, troll. Been it real 100 always. Coming up at you with that raw, uncut, uncensored, no holds barred, no sugarcoating, non-politically correct, up in your face, slapping you with a dick of reality. Prison Break Raw. See you on the next episode.